Terry's Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard this afternoon where I'm going to do a restoration project. Yes, I was blessed with it was late this past winter, and somebody just threw away one of these big compost tumblers. It was fun trying to get it into the car, let me tell you. And then I finally had to just stand there and take it apart with my flashers on to get it in the car, but I got it. Look what I got. I've got to do the restoration on the bottom part and get as much of this rust off as I can. And there's the pieces of tumbler. I had to take it all apart. Free. Can you believe somebody threw this away? I swear there's some special people in this world that just don't care, and they'd rather waste something that is extremely precious. And I'm just thankful and blessed that I have it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire brush for as long as it'll hold up and knock as much of this rust off of this stand, the bottom of the stand, as I can. And I'm dying laughing. After I had found it, I found this Rust-Oleum, even though it's car paint. I found it on clearance for $2.13, so I knew it was meant to be. So I'm gonna get this started. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get you situated so you can see. This is going to be a jimmy rig project, because I'm going to have to jimmy rig the hinges on it, but that's okay. I'm going to make it work one way or another. And I'm just going to take the wire brush. Alright, and I'm going to finish this up, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get all this rust knocked off of it. Boy, that was a job and a half. I got just about all the rust off. It ate my wire brush and my drill up, and the rest I done by hand. I'm not going to be able to get all the rust off, but I got most of it off. Right now I'm just trying to get the loose rust off, the powdered rust, you might want to say. I just want to try to save as much of it as I possibly can. I can't believe that they didn't seal this bottom bar better than they did, but that's okay. I'm going to make it work. And of course this is going to be a two-part, or not a two-part, but a two-day video, because it's going to take, this is fast drying. It'll be dry in an hour, but you can touch it in an hour, but in 24 hours it'll be completely dry. So I'm just going to do light coats. Ooh, that stuff stinks. And hopefully this will stop the rust in its tracks. If not, it will stop it from rusting anymore when I put it on the ground. It's just going to be really, really shiny. And you want to do a thin light spray, because you can always come back, and I will do another coat. But the top bar isn't rusting, or the A-frame bar that goes on them isn't rusting, thankfully. And of course, once I get it set up, I can always give it another spray. But if I can stop this bottom piece from rusting all the way through, I've accomplished something. But these compost tumblers are not cheap at all. And I can't believe they just threw it away. Didn't even offer it up on free cycle or nothing. I'm just thankful that I was around at the right time and was able to get it. And thankful I had a screwdriver in the car. Whew, this stuff stinks. But this should seal it so that it will work for many, many more years. Alright, I'm going to let this dry for a little bit, and I'll bring you back when I get the second one done. Alrighty, I got the second base just about coated. I'm hoping that this will stop the rust. It should, because it's sealed very good. I'm looking forward to getting this one put together and getting it loaded up, which it's going to have to dry overnight, which I hope no critters bother it. Alright, I'm going to take this over there, set it up. Let me tell you, that stuff stinks. My gracious, it stinks. Oh, Lordy. Alright, I'll bring you back here in a little bit. I try to live a simple life. I don't bother people. I swear, the crazy, or also known as the cray-cray, around this area is getting worse. I went up to get the hinges so I can show you how I'm going to fix the tumbler. And I caught a man and a woman up under our carport. The man was knocking on the door and the woman was standing in the driveway talking on the phone. Now both of them don't look like they belong around here. And the man had a blowtorch. Thankfully I know it's not mine because I don't have one. But that worried me. A man knocking on my door with a blowtorch, trying to find out if I wanted to sell my old car, which I plan on fixing up one day. I just want peace and quiet and away from here, I tell you. Things are getting crazy. Alright, soapbox is over. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled because I'm sorry, I don't trust a crazy man running around, walking the road, wanting to buy a broke down vehicle while walking down the road with, I guess, his wife, I don't know, and carrying a blowtorch. Yeah, welcome to the crazy side of town. So, let's get started on the tumbler part, since the base is drying. Alright, I had to fight to get this one off. I got this one off fairly easy. They were both extremely rusted away. Now, this piece goes up in here. This is what one of the screws is going to go into. It's like a locking system. Now, I'm just going to jimmy rig it. I bought these hinges. They're not the same size as the other ones. But you know what? I'm going to make things work the best I can. We're going to put them on this way. And if that's not the way they're supposed to go, now I can always take them off. I'm still nervous about the dude. And you want to make sure you get your hinges straight. Okay, that's on there good, but I'm going to use these two other holes, and I'm going to drill these screws in and hope that they will hold. Jimmy rigging at its finest, folks. But I'm going to get this fixed one way or another and be able to start using it. Okay, that's on there real good. And even better, it's not sticking through. That's on there pretty good. Hopefully that little bit sticking in won't hurt anything. Okay, let me grab my other pin. Okay. Now wait. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with it. Don't go nowhere. Uh-oh. Something's not lining up. Okay. Because it's not really long enough. It's the same here. There we go. Now apparently this thing won't work. It should be. Unless it's this. There we go. Alright, we're going to try this again because this side worked. Alright, we're just going to make it work one way or another. If I have to, I'll just give it a little bit longer screw. I know these two will hold it in. Well, that's on there real good. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta find that other thing. Oh, God, my back. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna pause you a minute and bring you right back. Okay, welcome back. Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to finish up these compost tumblers. This little one wasn't in the beginning of this video because all I had to do was put new bolts through it and empty out the garbage cans. This was found free on the side of the road. Yes, I have no shame whatsoever. I will pick up stuff like this on the side of the road. That one, let me tell you, was easy. Let me bring you over here to the beast. Let me tell you, this is a monster. It is a two-person job to put this thing together and to position it back on the frame. Lord, I got my exercise on this one, but I've had to redo some things on it, and I'll show you because it does have some flaws in the making of it, but I think it's going to be really good. And yes, this baby was also on the side of the road that somebody threw away. That's okay. You know what? It's home, and I'm going to keep putting it together until I can't put it together again. So let me show you some of the flaws. First off, let me show you how you open it. These are pretty good, but they should use some kind of metal that doesn't rust. These have a little bit of rust on them. And what you do is you just slide the top off. Alright, let me adjust this camera. I'm just going to turn you around so you can see. This is bent inwards. I don't know if it's supposed to be. I had to reuse the washer because I didn't know there was a washer on the outside. But I had to buy whole new bolts, nuts, washers, everything for this side and that side. This one is bent pretty bad. I couldn't get the second piece of the covering on it. So after I actually use it and see how well it composts, which it should do wonderful, I'll take a hammer, beat that hopefully, and get it back straight. Now, there's the bottom pieces. They look rough, but they are sealed. I got both of them done. And I had to, and as you can see, the metal rust. It should be using metal that's either coated or some way will not rust. And yes, I'm infamous for jimmy rigging. Sorry about the bad footage there for a little bit. I had to put 2 door hinges on, which will probably rust as well, but that's what I had to use. And this one slid on me, and then I just said screw it, and well, I put it on crooked anyway. But it's holding tight. It's got good handles. But this one, I'm telling you, is going to be a booger bear to spin once I get it loaded here in a bit, which I'll show you what all I'm putting in it. But let me tell you, I don't know if you can see, this baby is going to hold a lot. So I'm going to have to be careful and make sure I don't overload it. But this one's going to be a little harder to spin. Now this baby over here, I'm going to have to watch myself, because I'm going to feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Because that baby is going to spin easily. And I'm looking for that dollar. You know it. Now, unfortunately, the people that had this, when they threw it away, they were using it for beer can storage. Now, guess what won't be being stored in this baby? It's got the center block. But, yep, it won't make as much compost as the other one. But you know what? I'm going to get compost out of this one. I'm looking forward to seeing how well they do. And then that way, yep, I can't help myself. I had to spin it again to see if I could get that dollar. But this one's going to be easy. I can do it with a couple of fingers and spin it. This one, this little booger monster, no, this one is going to take 2 hands to spin it, and you're going to want to spin it slowly. Alright, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go get some things to start some compost up, and I will bring you back here in a bit. Okay, I'm going to start loading the little one first. And this one you're going to have to watch, because it likes to roll on over easy. So I got some fairly fresh grass clippings. And I'm going to fill it up half of each side with the fresh grass clippings. Hopefully I wasn't blocking the shot on it. And if you see, the green's already starting to break down. Try not to breathe the mold in. It's not bad mold, but it's just part of the decomposition. Decomposing, that's what I was trying to say. Now this one's one of those where you can say one side's ready and the other side's not. No, both sides are going to be ready at the same time on mine. Because this little bit of compost will help a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay. That's about halfway full of green. I'm going to get some used coffee grounds. Yeah, save your used coffee grounds. And don't you worry, I got more for Big Mama over here. Alright, I'm going to scoot this over here. Whew. Now this is a mixture of dry leaves, dry grass, that's the only downside to this little one is the openings aren't big enough. But you know what? It's still going to work. Oh, I forgot I got some wood chips. A little bit of wood chips in here too. I'm going to put some fertilizer in here too. I've got some chicken, very well broke down chicken manure I'm going to add in here, and probably some Epsom salt. Now we're going to go over here to the big one. Oh God. I'm going to pause you and I'm going to go get my pitchfork. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to try the video amongst all the screaming. Alright, I'm going to empty. Hold on. Okay, I have filled it up with what was about half of that 30-gallon bucket filled with broke down grass, dried shredded leaves and everything. So that's all my browns. Now here comes my green. And this is fresh. Fresh grass mixed with leaves as well. Unfortunately, around here you gotta check your grass clippings because people don't know how to throw their garbage away, and it blows over here. Okay, that's both of those. So that would equal about one 30-gallon garbage can with a mixture of greens and browns. I'm gonna go get my coffee grounds and my amendments, and I'll be right back, and hopefully they'll be quiet. Okay, I got my other container of coffee grounds. Oops. Oh well. Because as this breaks down, I'll add more grass clippings and leaves to it. I didn't expect to add that much, but oh well. That was about a 2-gallon bucket, I think it is, of coffee grounds. Now, unfortunately, I've run out of my homemade bone meal, and this is organic bone meal. I'd rather use my own, but I haven't been able to buy any bones. And try to avoid the dust storm. And I can't find my other Epsom salt, so see what I'm saying? There's always garbage. You have to watch out for it, unfortunately. I don't understand people not knowing how to throw the garbage away. Alright, give me just a minute. Okay, I was blessed to find one bag that I didn't know about of the beautiful, highly composted chicken manure. And I'm going to add some over into this one as well. Well, crap. Okay, and since this is already fairly moist, I'm not going to add any water to it because you don't want it real wet. Hold on a minute. Okay, the top of the lid just slides on, and then you lock it down into place. Ooh, I knew that was going to be a job. I can see I'm going to be getting my workout. And of course, as it breaks down, it should come a whole lot easier to do. Let's see what it looks like. And of course, first thing I see, trash. And I'll come out and I'll turn it twice a day. I'll turn it in the morning and I'll turn it at night. Now this one's going to be a whole lot easier. Oh, what am I hung up on? Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. And this one should be hopefully a whole lot easier to turn. And I added the bone meal and chicken manure in this one as well. That's mixed really good. And I'll turn this one twice a day as well. Alright, hold on a minute. I'll bring you right back. Okay, that one is done. It was basically two 33-gallon, 30-gallon garbage cans that were halfway full, and they were packed pretty good. One of green grass clippings, the other one of broken down dried leaves and dried grass clippings, some coffee grounds, some bone meal, some chicken, really good broke down chicken manure, and later on when I can find my Epsom salt or have to get some, in the big one I will put 2 big handfuls of Epsom salt, and in the little one, in each of the compartments, I'll put a half a handful of Epsom salt. And as this breaks down, it's going to become beautiful, rich, composted soil, hopefully. And I might get wild and put some repurposed or reclaimed soil in here to really make it really good soil. Now, it should take with it, not this week, because thankfully this week's a cool week. So when it starts heating back up, it should be done in about 3 to 6 months. It depends on, how fast it breaks down. And like I said, keep your eyes open, people. People are throwing things away that it's ridiculous. And I cannot tell you just how blessed and thankful I am to have these 2 compost tumblers. Something I have wanted for a very long time. And this big beast, I'm going to have fun with that, but it's going to be a workout to turn it. The little one, not so much. But like I said, there's some design flaws in this big one that they need to figure out and use better material where it doesn't rust on people. But other than that, I made it work, and it's going to hold up for me, and I'm going to have fun using it. I hope this encourages you also. Now, if you wanted to, you could make one with one of those big plastic 55-gallon drums. Hold on a minute. I swear, every time I try to video, there's somebody who wants to make way too much noise. But like I was saying, you can use those big blue water drums to make you a compost tumbler if you don't have a compost pile. You can do it in a 5-gallon bucket as long as you roll it around each day. Simple, easy, and drill holes in the top. Just make sure that it's food safe and food grade. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. Look for those blessings, and don't be ashamed to pick anything up off the curb, because one person's trash is another person's blessed treasure, and I am beyond thankful that they threw it away, because you know what? I'll take care of it, and I'll use it, and I cannot even begin to say how thankful I am for it. Everyone, stay positive out there. You can do this, either in a compost pile, one of these tumblers. Look for discounted ones, because people's gonna start getting rid of stuff because, well, they don't want to do the work that it takes. Simple, easy, you can do it. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay safe and sound. Don't panic. Don't get paranoid. We got this. Keep on stocking those pantries as much as possible, and stock up on other supplies, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, stuff that you know you're going to need down the line, because slowly but surely they're pinching us, and they know it, and they don't care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. Take care, and I will see you soon.